I find a bit of strange thing that you have done in your career.
जो सब कह रहे हैं वो सही है. I know exactly what is right and wrong for me.
See, you were a totally opposite person.
I was very very innocent. She said, you know, I have something for you. It's very right. So आप वहाँ जाओ.
Hi, this is Sarthak. We are shooting a podcast after a so long time. आज हमने किसी को इनवाइट किया है जो अपनी कहानी अपनी जुबानी बताने वाली है. She is a motivational speaker. She is an anchor. She is a mother. Entrepreneur भी हैं, philanthropist भी हैं. ज़्यादा मैं इनको introduce few words में कर नहीं पाऊँगा. So over to her. She is Sonali Gupta Verma.
Thank you so much Sarthak for having me. कई सालों से अब मैं सुनती आ रही हूँ कि लोग मेरे बारे में क्या कह रहे हैं और लोग मेरी लाइफ को कैसे जज कर रहे हैं. फाइनली कोई आया है जो कह रहा है कि मुझे आपकी कहानी आपकी ज़बानी सुननी है. So thank you so much for having me.
So let's start the talk with Sonali Gupta Verma. I know you have reached many heights, but I think this podcast should start with आपका बचपन कैसा था? How was Sonali as a child?
Well, it's my God, going back into time. बचपन amazing था and सोनाली बचपन में बहुत shy थी. I was very very innocent, very shy, very gullible. मतलब बड़े लोगों पे easily trust कर लेना, ये सोचना कि जो सब कह रहे हैं वो सही है. So very gullible, very innocent, very very shy. कभी किसी के सामने नहीं आना ज़्यादा. You know, I'm complete opposite now.
I see you were a totally opposite person in your childhood. So what according to you has changed for you in last 3 to 5 years?
Everything has changed. Even I feel I'm not the same person that I was 3 to 5 years ago. There's been a huge level of maturity, understanding. There's a lot that I've, self-introspection बहुत हुआ है पिछले 3 से 5 सालों में. Self-questioning बहुत हुई है. Where am I going? What am I doing? Self-control बहुत आया लाइफ में कि how is it that I want my life to look like 5 years from now, 4 years from now, जो पहले नहीं था. So yes, extreme amount of maturity and extreme amount of control in my life has come. Yeah. So 3 to 5 years have completely changed me. I'm much more confident. I'm much more intelligent. I'm less gullible. I don't trust things and people very easily. Not because I don't think people are right, but now I've started analyzing things. I have developed an extreme sense of judging people, and I know exactly what is right and wrong for me. So yeah, I mean, a lot of that intelligence has seeped in. So I think 3 years have been transformational.
I find a bit of strange thing that you have done in your career. Like lot of people from your industry go to Mumbai and try, other things like maybe acting, maybe, being part of reality shows. But I see that you did not go. Maybe I have less information.
I went to Bombay, I was in Bombay. I was shooting a serial in Bombay. And उसके बाद मैंने बॉम्बे में कई जगह ऑडिशन किया. Actually the thing was I was doing very well in Delhi as in anchoring, and I was making good amount of money. I was living a great lifestyle. I bought my first Audi car when I was just about 24 years old. So I was doing extremely well. I had also purchased a house. वो एक अलग story है. But yeah, I was making that kind of money already when I was very young. So I went to Bombay. And I was auditioning for acting, and that girl met me, and उस लड़की ने बोला, see, what do you do? I said, I'm an anchor. I'm into hosting events. She said, I have something for you. It's very right. So आप वहाँ जाओ. She sent me to Endemol's office. I went. I auditioned. They said, we like you. We want you to meet the boss. तो बॉम्बे में ना एक बहुत सिंपल क्राइटेरिया है. While they're auditioning you, they will never tell you कि आप किसके लिए ऑडिशन कर रहे हो, किस सीरियल के लिए, किस एपिसोड के लिए आप ऑडिशन कर रहे हो, क्या कर रहे हो. सो दैट हैपेंड. सो दे नेवर टोल्ड मी. सो आई केप्ट वेटिंग. शी सेड हमारी बॉस 2 दिन के बाद आएगी. वी वांट यू टू मीट हर. वी फाइनलाइज्ड यू एज वन ऑफ द टॉप 4. आई गॉट अ कॉल फ्रॉम दिल्ली. मुझे शो के लिए जाना पड़ गया. देन आफ्टर 5-7 days दे कॉल्ड मी दैट द बॉस इज हियर. आप मीटिंग के लिए आओ आज. आई सेड अब मैं नहीं आ रही किसी मीटिंग के लिए. आई एम इन दिल्ली. मैं नहीं आ पाऊंगी. आई गॉट लेजी. एंड देन लेटर ऑन आई गॉट टू नो दैट एंडोमॉल was producing Indian Laughter Challenge, and Perizad had gotten pregnant, and they were looking for a host to replace her. And when I got to know that, I wanted to escape myself. एक खंजर लेके मैं मारना चाहती थी, but yes, I have tried for Bombay. I was there, but I think again, a zone of comfort, you know, I was doing so well. एक comfort zone में आप चले जाते हो ना, you know the money is coming, you know the work is happening. So मैं बॉम्बे में जाके ना re-struggle was something I didn't want to do. And I'm a very different person, you know. I wanted a family, I wanted kids. You know, सबकी अपनी priorities होती हैं. So I think my priority was to have a family and kids. So that's why also I wanted to come back to Delhi.
Thank God you did not kill yourself because दिल्ली को भी आप जैसे लोगों की जरूरत है. Thank God आपने दिल्ली को संभाल लिया. But I think I want to ask you this thing that do you regret not going to Bombay that time?
Regret has no place in my life. You know, I don't ever go back on my decisions. As I said earlier, I wanted a family, I wanted a kids. You know, Sarthak, I want to enjoy the best of everything in life. My life is not all about work, money, and popularity and influencing. My life has so many aspects. I do everything. I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm a daughter, I'm an entrepreneur, I do everything that I enjoy doing. So I wanted to experience life in full throttle. मैं नहीं चाहती थी कि कभी मैं regret पता है क्या होता? अगर मैं काम करती रहती and I would have looked back and said I don't have a companion and I don't have a family to go back to. And that's the regret I would have had.
So now you are married, you have two adorable kids, and I think as of now also your work demands lot of travel, इधर जाना उधर जाना. And according to me, मैंने दुनिया ठीक ठाक देखी है. You are one of a few person who have balanced it out really well.
Thank you.
So according to you, are you doing a good job? और या हमें ऐसा देख के लगता है?
अगर आपको ऐसा देख के लगता है तो मुझे बहुत खुशी है आज. I'm tremendously happy. I think I'm doing the best I can. Honestly, if you ask me, am I doing a good job? There's a lot of guilt factor. There's a lot of mother guilt. There's a lot of times that I feel I wish I was home with the kids to celebrate this or celebrate that. Guilt हमेशा होता है. और जब मैं घर पे बहुत दिन होती हूँ ना, तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है I wish I was doing a show. I miss my shows. I miss my events. So I'm telling you, life में खुश रहना is a matter of choice. And ये थोड़ा मुश्किल होता है. I feel I'm doing an okay job. I'm trying my best, you know.
So anything on family and fitness? Like, how do you balance fitness?
Fitness is non-negotiable for me. जैसे मेरे लिए मेरा काम non-negotiable है, मेरे बच्चों की attention non-negotiable है, वैसे fitness मेरे लिए non-negotiable है. That is something, I know somebody who works out is going to live a very long time. And honestly, I want to live over 100 years. मैं 100 साल से ऊपर जीना चाहती हूँ. I want to see my kids having kids. I want to raise their kids. I want to see life. I want to enjoy every bit of it. I want to enjoy growing old. But growing old I want to enjoy it with full health, I want to be healthy even when I'm 100 and 105. So fitness is non-negotiable. I love working out. De-stress करता है मुझे. I've had issues with anxiety and panic attacks, etc. तो वो एक मेरा पार्ट था जो मुझे वर्कआउट्स ने, योगा ने मुझे बहुत हेल्प किया to get over it. And anxiety is very common these days. So I have transformed my life with fitness. So fitness is the thing for me.
I see आपकी हर बात में you are again and again mentioning about your kids. I can feel that being a mother is a joyous experience, but I think it can be difficult also to manage everything. So I think if you can elaborate more on the challenges that you face as a mother.
Challenges are huge. This generation is totally different than our generation. इनका exposure to information, television, YouTube, etc. is far more than ours was. The one challenge that I feel we all have is to instill the right values in them. And मेरा सिर्फ challenge that I personally feel is कि मैं जितना भी टाइम होती हूँ, honestly, अगर आप अपने बच्चे के साथ 12 घंटे भी दिन में स्पेंड करें तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि आप अच्छी वैल्यूज दे रहे हो अपने बच्चे को या वो आपकी प्रेजेंस आपके बच्चे के लिए अच्छी है. देयर इज आल्सो समथिंग कॉल्ड हेलीकॉप्टर मदर जो पूरे टाइम अपने बच्चों के आसपास घिरे रहते हैं एंड बच्चे फील सफोकेटेड. सो आप जो भी समय अपने बच्चों को दो, एटलीस्ट दैट्स व्हाट आई बिलीव, व्हाटएवर टाइम आई एम गिविंग टू माय किड्स, आई ट्राई कि मैं उनको कुछ ऐसे वैल्यूज दूं या कुछ ऐसा सिखाऊं जो उनको एक लाइफ में बेटर डिसीजन मेकिंग में हेल्प करे. लाइफ इज ऑल अबाउट द काइंड ऑफ डिसीजंस यू मेक. कुछ लोग लाइफ में सही डिसीजंस लेते रहते हैं और वो आगे बढ़ते रहते हैं. काफी लोग लाइफ में कुछ गलत डिसीजन लेते हैं, फिर वो थोड़ा हिल जाते हैं, फिर एक सही डिसीजन लेते हैं, फिर गलत लेते हैं, फिर हिल जाते हैं. सो द वन थिंग आई फील वी ऑल शुड teach our kids is the ability to take the right decision. I think that's one challenge that I think every parent is facing today. And मेरा बस यही है कि मैं अच्छी value system instill करूँ so they can take better decisions in life.
While you're answering this, I saw your energy going high and had a little dip. So, do you have certain mom guilts?
Mom guilts. I have a lot of mom guilts. मेरा एक ही mom guilt mostly रहता है that I feel I'm not there all the time, which is the one mom guilt I have. But again, as I said, कि मैं कोशिश करती हूँ कि मैं जो भी टाइम हूँ मैं कुछ अच्छी बातें इंस्टिल कर सकूँ, कुछ सही चीजें इंस्टिल कर सकूँ. You know, when you're with the child the whole time, तब भी आपको एक ब्रेक चाहिए होता है बच्चों से भी. You feel, oh my God, it's just getting too much. Kids are not easy to handle these days. So I think one mom guilt I have is time, but I'm making up for it with whatever I have. I'm also a very spiritual person. I don't know if too many people know that, but I'm very spiritual. And I'm very religious also. So whatever time that I have, I talk a lot of spiritual stuff and religious stuff with my kids, which means हर रात को पूजा करना बहुत जरूरी है. They always do some mantras before sleeping. हम हर रात को God को thank you बोलते हैं for 5 best things that we feel are there in our life. Constantly उनको ये सब चीजें remind कराना कि हम लोग कितने lucky हैं. ऐसी कुछ चीजें मैं करती रहती हूँ. So not really. I think I'm doing a pretty decent job with my kids, and I really hope they make the right choices.
Like you are teaching them to be grateful, like whatever they have.
Yeah,
it's
always.
Good. Right.
And I've always been a very grateful person. I have always extremely grateful. मेरे को जो भी life में मिला है, I've been very grateful. I think one of the reasons I've also had a very long run as an anchor. Like a lot of people tell me, अरे आप तो मतलब इतने साल हो गए, you are like the legend and you are like the most senior amongst us. There were a lot of other talented people. What I think really kept me going is karma. I was always very gentle. I was always very nice to other people. I've never tried to put down other people. When I started out, there were a lot of other models who've put me down. They've insulted me. They've hurt me a lot of times. And all those people are nowhere in the picture. They're finished. उनका करियर नहीं चला. देखो कहीं ना आप जितनी दुआएं लेते रहोगे ना कहीं there is a force of nature that is going to take you ahead. Power of karma. जितना आप लोगों की बददुआएं लेते रहोगे, उनकी नेगेटिविटीज लेते रहोगे, कहीं ना कहीं वो आपकी ग्रोथ को इफेक्ट करेगा ही करेगा. So that is one thing that I've learned is to be completely positive. Be very nice to people. Be grateful for what you have, and that's why you have the run that you have.
So, as an outsider, we see a lot of glitz and glamour in your, career. We see, how you come to stage. A lot of people are cheering for you, right? And it may seem like it's a very easy process, like you are doing it again and again for so many years. So, do you want to tell us more about what does an event preparation looks like? Like you do a lot of maybe weddings or reality shows or maybe events. So, do you prepare different for different events or the preparation looks same for all the events?
That's an interesting one. So, a lot of people usually would ask me like कि आपका काम देख के करना क्या होता है? स्टेज पे जाना है, बोलना है, बोल के आ जाना है और करते क्या आप लोग? पार्टी करते हो आप लोग पूरा दिन. In fact, my husband also says that यार. It's like जब हम ऋतिक रोशन को देखते हैं ना उसके 6 पैक और 8 पैक एब्स देखते हैं और हमें लगता है यार अगले साल में एब्स बना के दिखाऊंगी या दिखाऊंगा 6 महीने में एब्स बस डाइट एंड वर्कआउट और हम करेंगे और हम 3 दिन जाते हैं और 3 दिन के बाद हालत खराब हो जाती है और चॉकलेट्स दिखती हैं और ड्रिंक्स दिखती हैं और पार्टी दिखती है एंड वी गेट कैर्ड अवे राइट. सो सेम इज आवर्स. लगता बहुत इजी है, हर कोई देख के कहता है यार ये तो मैं भी कर सकता हूँ, ये तो मैं भी कर सकती हूँ. But it is consistency. It's years and years of giving in, reading, studying, confidence building, connecting with your audience to know what to say when. उनको कैसे special feel कराना है, किस moment पे क्या बोलना है, किसको stage पे बुलाना है. You'll not believe it, but मैं 2000 लोगों की gathering में लोगों को spot कर सकती हूँ जो मुझे पता है इंटरैक्टिव होंगे और स्टेज पे आके एक अच्छा फन मोमेंट क्रिएट कर सकता है. आई कैन डू दैट जस्ट लुकिंग एट पीपल. That all of this expertise, it comes with years, years of preparation, years of looking at people, years of making mistakes. So, आप कुछ भी बोलो, our preparation is as easy or as tough as creating those 8-pack abs that you see on the screen.
I think that was a good insight, like you mentioned, you can pick a relevant person in the whole audience who would, be very responsive to your questions. So, do you have such secret sauce, or I would say a recipe? Like, how do you stay relevant for so many years? Now your career has spanned for more than 15 years.
पहले तो my career has spanned for over 20 years. It's not just 15. It's more than 20 years. Secret sauce मैं बताऊंगी, but you will not believe it, and you will not be able to do it. Because secret sauce क्या है? Secret sauce तो बस है consistency, repetition, practice. Keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. Keep grooming yourself. Keep shaping yourself. Keep, it's like कैसे बोलते हैं, डायमंड भी तो एक पत्थर होता है ना जो कोल माइन में मिलता है, पर उसको कोई वैल्यू नहीं करता है, वो फेंक देते हैं लोग. बट सालों तक, महीनों तक जब उसको अच्छे से आप तराशते हो, उसे पॉलिश करते हो, उसे मशीन्स के थ्रू घिसते हो, that's when the shine comes out. And अगर आपने कभी डायमंड रिंग पहनी है तो आपको ये भी पता होगा कि कुछ सालों के बाद उस डायमंड रिंग की भी चमक खत्म हो जाती है, तो आपको उसे फिर से जूलर को देना पड़ता है पॉलिशिंग के लिए, क्लीनिंग के लिए, वो शाइन के लिए. यस और यस यस. सो पीपल फॉरगेट इट. हमें लगता है कि जब हम लाइफ में पॉलिश होके स्टेज पे तो पहुंच गए, अब यहाँ पे पहुंच गए, अब हमें पॉलिश की जरूरत नहीं है, वी आर द बेस्ट, वो कॉन्फिडेंस. नो. सो द आइडिया इज यू ऑलवेज लर्न लाइक अ चाइल्ड. One secret sauce that I would give you of my such long span is that I've always been a learner. I've always been a student. जैसे जैसे वक्त बदलता गया मैं बदलती गई, जैसे जैसे चेंजेस आते गए मैं उन चेंजेस को अपनाती गई. जब सोशल मीडिया का टाइम आया हम सोशल मीडिया करते हैं, जब इन्फ्लुएंसिंग का टाइम आया हमने इन्फ्लुएंसिंग करी. टू से that I will keep changing and updating myself. आसान नहीं है यार ये सब करना, आसान नहीं है सोशल मीडिया करना. कंप्लीटली एक नई जनरेशन के साथ आप compete कर रहे हो. There are thousands of girls today who are much more prettier than me, probably much more talented than me, who are waiting for a chance to be where we are. So the only thing is be a student, keep learning, keep doing it. And if you want to really look at people who made it big, just look at Hrithik. Just look at Shah Rukh Khan. Just look at Deepika Padukone. Just look at Priyanka Chopra. ये बड़े इजी है, ग्लैमर है ना थोड़ा इनमें, तो इट्स इजी टू फॉलो देम. Just look at their life, यार. They never gave up. Priyanka kept exploring, kept discovering, kept exploring. कुछ ना कुछ नया. Give up ही नहीं किया ना as a student. Audition किया जाके हॉलीवुड में. अपनी एज पे as a superstar in India क्या जरूरत थी हॉलीवुड जाके ऑडिशन करने की? But look at where her career has completely taken her.
Become a singer also.
She became a singer. She's today one of the biggest celebrated Hollywood stars. She's making in like billions right now. And look at Deepika, Ranveer, they've broken all records. She's the face of Louis Vuitton now. She's the one who's got global brand to come to India and pick up an Indian actress as their face. So, records तो बनते ही तोड़ने के लिए. Keep doing it, I'm telling you, just keep doing it. Be consistent and बदलते रहो. Don't stop and never give up.
हीरे को तराशना पड़ता है, ये सही बात है, बट वो कहते हैं ना कि हीरे की पहचान एक जोरी को ही होती है.
Yes.
And you mentioned like you still learn, and that is something youngsters like me should also learn from you. So, are there some mentors or there are some guides, or I would say some people from industry who you look up to and you learn from?
So many. शाहरुख खान ने ना DDLJ में एक डायलॉग बोला था, जब उसके पापा कहते हैं कि तुझे प्यार क्यों नहीं होता एक लड़की से. कहते हैं एक लड़की से प्यार कैसे हो सकता है? किसी की आंखें खूबसूरत हैं, तो किसी की नाक सुंदर है, तो किसी की स्माइल खूबसूरत है, तो किसी की बॉडी सुंदर है. सो लाइफ में ना एक मेंटर होना या एक इंस्पिरेशन होना बहुत मुश्किल है. नॉट वन पर्सन कैन नॉट बी अ कंप्लीट मूरत ऑफ परफेक्शन, राइट? सो मुझे भी ऐसा लगता है कि आई लुक एट डिफरेंट पीपल फॉर डिफरेंट थिंग्स. किसी की बात करने का स्टाइल अलग है, किसी का कंटेंट बहुत खूबसूरत है, तो किसी की फिटनेस लेवल बहुत अच्छी है, तो किसी का दूसरे लोगों से बात करने का अंदाज इतना चार्मिंग है that I actually want to engulf it in me. So not one, I have many people I look up to. Not only as an anchor, as a human being, as a mother, as a wife, as a sister. I have so many people I look up to. I can't even name them. But I learn from so many people and I'm completely in admiration. मेरे दिल में इतने लोगों के लिए admiration है. And you might think these are very popular people. They are not. They are people probably who are not even doing well in life. बट कुछ उनकी बातें जो मुझे इतनी पसंद आ गई, मेरे दिल को इतना छू गई हैं, that I've actually taken those things in my heart and kept it very very close.
सबसे कुछ पिक कर लिया.
सबसे कुछ पिक कर लिया. और जरूरी नहीं है कि यार कोई जो इंसान लाइफ में सक्सेसफुल है, जरूरी नहीं है कि वो सही है. जरूरी नहीं है कि एक सक्सेसफुल इंसान अच्छा इंसान भी है. जरूरी नहीं है एक सक्सेसफुल इंसान एक सही इंसान भी है. You will see that a lot of people जो शायद ज्यादा सक्सेसफुल नहीं है, but they are much better orators, much better human beings, much better guides in life. So yeah, I mean, I have lots of people that I learn from. Sarthak, you're looking so comfortable to me. I want to change seats with you. Yeah, it's nice. I now feel good. I feel like the boss. Oh, sorry. लगे तो नहीं. Oh, sorry. लगे तो नहीं. I'm so sorry.
क्या करने वाले थे लेकिन?
मैं मक्खी को मार रही थी.
अच्छा, मुझे लगा कि मैंने ऐसा क्या करा यहाँ पे. So I have 10 quick questions about your personal life.
Personal?
And I think बहुत ज्यादा personal होंगे. But the only condition is you have to be very honest about it. आप दिल से आंसर करोगे. That's it.
Okay, I need to have some water.
So, how many boyfriends have you had?
Few, very nice ones.
Are you still in touch with anyone?
All of them. They're all my very good friends. I was very lucky to have some very great men in my life, and yeah, I mean, they're all my friends.
And how did you meet Sandeep, also known as Sandy?
Popularly known as Sandy.
Yeah.
I met him in a party through my friends.
Though I'm in touch with him personally, I know he's a gentleman. But what made you feel like he's the one?
Everything. He opened the car door for me, and that was the first guy who ever did that for me. So I said, wow, marriage material.
And how many years have you been married?
12 now.
So it's like, what do you really love about him?
I love that he's really a man. You know, the definition of man is very different these days. It's somebody who's tall or maybe goes to the gym and who's aggressive, that manly guy. No, a real man is somebody who knows how to take care of his woman, how to take care of his family, how to stand up for his family. You know, that's a real man, and that's what he is.
For those us who are watching us, he also knows how to take care of her friends.
Oh yeah.
he makes everyone like we are at home.
Yeah,
right.
He is.
Did your equation change with him after having kids?
Yes, it did. We are stronger than ever before. We are better than ever before.
By the way, like, what's your equation with him in general, like on normal days, like?
Honestly, we are like best friends. I don't know कितना होता है, but couples के साथ, लेकिन हम दोनों की choices बिल्कुल same है. We like the same places, we like the same things, we like the same parties, we like the same kind of people. We are just like, मुझे ऐसा लगता है he's just me in a male form. We both are so alike. हम same चीजें सोचते हैं, हमें same चीजें चाहिए, हम same चीजें करना पसंद करते हैं. So there is absolutely no, conflict of interest. We are very, very same. We are alike.
I thought इस पे आप ऐसे लिख दोगे, but you have to make it really quick.
Okay. Done.
Though I met Auntie Ji, and she is a very dear person. She takes care of us. Last time we were talking about focus light, how to portray on you. So, she stays with you. So how does Sandy, feel with your family?
I am the daughter-in-law. And she's like my saas, and Sandy and her are like son and mother. तो अब आपको equation समझ में आ गई है.
Yeah, got it. And so very rarely people talk about challenges as a couple. Like, what are your challenges?
Challenges as a couple? We have our own challenges where, actually, honestly, we don't have too many. I've been very lucky. He's a great guy. कुछ नहीं, कोई challenge ही नहीं है. He's like water. And in fact, if you don't know, he is the more dominating one in the relationship. जो किसी को नहीं पता है, but घर में वही होता है जो वो बोलता है.
जो मैं भी नहीं मान सकता.
जो कोई
because he rarely speaks.
No, yeah, but that's the truth. He is the more dominating one. No challenges. हमारा life का बड़ा simple फंडा है. When he talks, I listen. When I talk, he listens. And बस ऐसे.
I think मुझे ऐसा लगता है he only listens and you talk a lot.
I only talk, but he makes me do everything he wants me to do and stop siding him so much.
And like, what do you guys enjoy as a couple?
Enjoy as a couple? We both love to travel, party, watch movies, We just love each other's company. हम दोनों एक दूसरे से घंटों बातें कर सकते हैं, which means कि वो घंटों मेरी सुन सकता है. So yeah.
Exactly.
So yeah.
So as we are closing this round, just like we ended that round on a secret sauce for a good career. What are your secrets for a happy married life, or what is that recipe?
Happy married life. The day you know कि it's just the two of you. And no third person should come and interfere or be a part of your relationship. आप अपनी प्रॉब्लम्स अपने आप सॉल्व करो, पेरेंट्स के पास मत लेके जाओ, अपनी प्रॉब्लम्स फ्रेंड्स से मत डिस्कस करो, जो भी आपके अपनी इंटरनल प्रॉब्लम्स है, ट्राई टू सॉर्ट इट आउट अमंगस्ट योरसेल्व्स. जितने लोग आपकी शादी में इंटरफेयर करने लग जाएंगे, उतनी आपकी शादी बिखरने लग जाएगी.
So it's two of you who are managing the problems and both happy in the sad parts.
And you both are also managing your fun also, na? When you both are enjoying together, तो अपनी प्रॉब्लम्स भी साथ में ही सॉल्व करो. प्रॉब्लम्स के लिए पूरी दुनिया को क्यों इकट्ठा करना?
I think moving on to the next part, we are talking a lot about your family, your kids, and I think I also have two sisters, right? So I just want to know, what was your journey of pregnancy?
Oh,
the thought of it scares me, though I'm not married.
Yeah,
I'm single, but still I feel ki this is also a part of a woman's life that should be talked about.
Yes, absolutely. So I had Viraj. He's now going to be 6 years, so almost 7 years back. And we got to know we were expecting. I was so excited. First 3 months were tough. I had a lot of nausea, etc. I couldn't eat non-veg after that. मतलब मैंने अभी नॉनवेज खाना शुरू किया है. मैं 6 साल तो नॉनवेज 6.5 साल नॉनवेज नहीं खा पाई थी. But one thing that I have to tell you, I worked out my entire pregnancy. Okay. Worked out and worked. So विराज के टाइम पे I was very skinny. मैं बहुत पतली हो गई थी and मेरा टमी भी ज्यादा नहीं दिखता था. तो 8 month में मैंने Apple iPhone का लॉन्च किया था. Yes, I was working full throttle till 8 month. तो मैं कर रही थी. Workout मैंने 8 month में बंद किया था because I couldn't work out after that. And I had a normal delivery and it was amazing. And उसके बाद मैंने 1 year विराज को feed किया है. He had no top feed. We didn't give him anything. It was only my milk that was given to him, which was, as a working woman, आप कुछ भी बोलो. After my delivery, let me tell you, 14 Jan was his date. 14 Jan he was born, and 21st Jan से मेरा auto expo शुरू हुआ था.
Okay.
And पूरे 7 दिन के बाद, it was, I'm sorry, it's 6th Feb से मेरा auto expo शुरू हुआ था. And 6th Feb से लेकर almost like till, another 10 days, I was at my auto expo. And I used to pump in the milk, and रोज एक मिल्क का बड़ा सा पैकेट घर जाता था और फिर मैं अगले दिन और मिल्क पंप इन करके देती थी. We never put him in any top feed, so I feel very proud. So 1 year was fair. Amazing, it was amazing, both for normal deliveries. वियारा के लिए मैं बताती हूँ, वियारा was a COVID child. 23rd March COVID announce हुआ था. 1st April I got to know I'm expecting. It was completely accidental. It was not planned. And she was a COVID baby. Again, I was working out till the end. I was working. तब virtual shows ज़्यादा हो रहे थे. And again, Viara was a normal delivery. Fed her also for about 10-11 months. And it's been great. So one tip, if you ask me, for a good pregnancy, जो लड़कियां नहीं करती हैं, जो एक माइंडसेट लोगों का बना हुआ है कि भाई आप प्रेग्नेंट हो तो बैठ जाओ, कुछ मत करो जी, हिलो मत, रेस्ट करो, ये वो. Even Sandeep never treated me like I was pregnant. He used to tell me, do your own work, do this, do that. So that privilege ना कि भाई आप जी मैं तो बीमार हूँ या कुछ ऐसी feeling कभी किसी ने दी नहीं मुझे. So I was working out till the very end and I was active, and that's why I think both my deliveries were normal and they're very healthy.
I think that's so you are saying that extra care और extra tension जो गर्ल्स को आदत हो जाती है उसको थोड़ा सा हमें अवॉइड करना चाहिए.
बिल्कुल नहीं लेना यार. It's the most, okay, let me tell you Sarthak, this is the most beautifully planned project that God has ever created. Pregnancies इतनी natural होती हैं कि आपको कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Once you're pregnant, you leave it to your system. आपका सिस्टम अपने आप सब कुछ जनरेट कर देगा. You just need to eat well, you need to stay active, you need to live your same lifestyle, you need to be positive, and it's one of the easiest things you can do. So, of course, everybody has a different pregnancy. Some people have tough, some people have difficult ones also. But my thing is stay positive, stay healthy, work out and stay active. That's it.
So So that was bit about, pre-pregnancy time, but I think the major turbulence comes when, post-pregnancy, girls go on maternity leave, they have to,
Maternity leave.
As we say in the corporate world, they have that, we have that taboo that, will they be able to transition back to
45
normal?
days घर से नहीं निकलना है,
Yes.
नहीं निकल. Yeah. So let me tell you, Viraj के बाद I was on stage on the 15th day.
Okay.
And Viara के बाद I was on stage on the 9th day.
That's great.
Yeah. So both the times I was on stage, कोई problem नहीं होती है. You need to just, again, it's a game of the mind. मुझे लगता है लाइफ में अगर आपने अपने माइंड पे फतेह हासिल कर ली ना, then you can do anything. So first you need to control your mind, and like Rahman is right there behind us, and it's the mind game. Once your mind knows you've got to do it, you will do everything.
But doctors do prescribe that you return to your work in just 9 or 10 days.
No doctor tells you don't work. No doctor tells you. My doctor, in fact, it was so funny. I was pregnant. My doctor told me you'll not put on more than 10 kgs. I refuse. 10 to 12 kgs is your maximum weight. आप 12 किलो से ऊपर वेट पुट ऑन नहीं करोगे, नहीं तो आपकी प्रेगनेंसी में प्रॉब्लम्स आने लग जाएंगे.
Okay.
So in my first pregnancy I had put on about 12. In the second again I was between 12 and 13. So less weight is good. Again taboo. जितना कम वेट पुट ऑन करोगे उतना अच्छा है, जितना एक्टिव रहोगे उतना अच्छा है, जितना कम रेस्ट लोगे उतना अच्छा है. And आजकल तो you can really take care of yourselves. Life is so easy. So yeah, I mean, no taboos.
So your transition was quite smooth. ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम नहीं आई.
हाँ. See, आपको देखो, आपको काम पे आने के लिए भी ना हम लोग क्या करते हैं कि हम लोग सब कुछ करना चाहते हैं और फिर हम कहते हैं दुनिया हमें सपोर्ट नहीं करती.
Right.
See, please understand, अगर मैं इवेंट इंडस्ट्री में हूँ, the one thing any event manager wants me to do is look good, speak well. Two things mandatory, है ना?
Right.
अब मैं प्रेगनेंसी के बाद if I put on like 30 kgs and I tell them look they're not supporting me, मुझे कोई काम नहीं दे रहा है, तो it's not their responsibility. मेरे को वापस अगर काम पे आना है तो my fitness is my responsibility, my work is my responsibility, so you have to own it. So the problem is कि लोग अपनी responsibility तो लेना नहीं चाहते और दूसरों पे गलतियां फेंकते रहते हैं. So firstly take that responsibility. Your fitness, your looking good is your responsibility, and believe me, if you look good, you're speaking well, every company will come and support you. So I had every event manager giving me work. Nobody ever told me कि आपके बच्चे तो मैं आपको काम नहीं दूंगा. They don't care. You need to just look good and fit. That's it.
I see a lot of positivity coming from you when you are answering this question, because I think this would be a good advice or a suggestion or a direction for all mom to be, and post maternity how they can come back. Right.
Absolutely. And I just want to add something here that a lot of people after having kids they blame मेरा weight put on हो गया मेरे बच्चे के बाद मैं अपना fitness पे ध्यान नहीं दे पाती and everything. So I tell them instead of making अपने बच्चों को अपनी excuse बनाने की जगह उन्हें अपनी strength बनाओ. आप बच्चों से इतना कुछ सीख सकते हो that it's unreal. बच्चे उतना खाते हैं जितनी भूख उन्हें होती है. They are not dustbins. Problem मदर्स जब आप बन जाते हो ना, एक प्रॉब्लम होती है कि जो भी बच्चे की प्लेट में बचा होता है ना वो हम खाने लग जाते हैं.
Right.
So you have to stop treating yourself like a dustbin. You have to live your life like a child. वो पूरा दिन भागते रहते हैं, पूरा दिन एक्टिव रहते हैं. जब भूख लगती है तब खाना खाते हैं, पानी पीते हैं, enjoy करते हैं लाइफ को, हंसते रहते हैं. So I think instead of making them your excuse, live your life like them, with them.
So as you're saying, it's not a full stop, it's an exclamation mark in your life.
Absolutely, they are such a brilliant motivation. I mean, हम सब नहीं बोलते कि काश हम बचपन जी सकते, बचपन की जिंदगी जी सकते, तो वो यही तो है. This is what that is.
So I think this is kind of question that is coming from my heart, because I was a very notorious child. I met both Viara and Viraj, and I think they are very different in some ways.
Yeah.
Like they have their own choices.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with their individual complaints, demands? Viara को कुछ पसंद है, विराज को कुछ पसंद है. So how do you make sure that both are satisfied?
Well, I mean, I just want to let me tell you a bit about them. I'm touch wood. I think they have a bond like I have never seen, and may God bless their bond and everything. They both are very, very touch wood, very, very good with each other. विराज डिफरेंट है. विराज थोड़ा ज्यादा नॉटी है, थोड़ा वो ज्यादा लड़कों की तरह. ही लाइक्स द फुटबॉल एंड द सॉकर एंड एवरीथिंग. वियारा इज अ लीडर. शी इज अ बॉर्न लीडर. वियारा इज 3 years old. आप उसको 7 साल के बच्चों के साथ बिठा दो, वो उन सबको लीड करेगी. She can make them, she'll become the leader and everybody will listen to her. I mean, she has that quality in her. She's like the boss. So, they're both naughty when it comes to their own. They both are super energetic kids. How do I deal? They're not demanding. मेरे बच्चे ज़्यादा demanding नहीं हैं. The only thing they want is they just want to play. They just want to have a good time. They just want to spend time with their friends. They want us to spend time with them. And I think we do that enough with them. मतलब I make sure that whenever I'm in Delhi, इनकी बहुत play dates होती हैं, काफी friends होते हैं, so they're good.
I think you are more demanding than your kids. I feel like that. So so as you said that she has that leadership capability. Viraj again,
yeah,
good sportsman. So will they be anchors, actors, or what do you think?
Anchors or actors? I don't know. Well, I hope they become whatever they want. But more than that, I hope they become good human beings. क्योंकि वो अच्छे लोग निकल गए ना, जो I'm pretty sure they will. मुझे पता है कि लाइफ में once you have the hand of God supporting you, there is nothing that can stop it. तो अगर वो अच्छे इंसान बन के निकल गए तो जिंदगी में success is secondary, money is secondary, everything is going to flow to you. Actually, I want to tell you something else. Arthik, you're starting out. Let me tell you, I have seen a lot of life and I have seen a lot of people. हमेशा एक बात याद रखना है. There was a study that was done. अगर आपके साल के 1 या 2 या 3 करोड़ रुपए आप कमाने लग जाओ ना, which is अगर आपके बैंक अकाउंट में 3 से 5 करोड़ रुपए हैं, you can pretty much live the same life as any rich human being. Even Ambani से the only difference between Ambani's and you probably is कि वो चार्टर्ड में जाते हैं और आप नॉर्मल प्लेन में बिजनेस क्लास में जाते हैं, है ना. वो शायद कई सारे एक्स्ट्रा ज्वेलरी खरीदेंगे because she doesn't know where to probably spend it. You will probably buy the jewelry that you really like or you want. But I'm telling you, अगर आपकी लाइफ में जिस दिन आपके पास 3 से 5 करोड़ रुपए आ गए ना, आप वो जिंदगी के सारे मजे ले सकते हो जो कोई भी अमीर इंसान ले रहा है आज की डेट में. आप में और किसी अमीर इंसान में ज्यादा फर्क नहीं है. Second thing that you need to know is a lot of money will never come free of stress. A lot of money will come with stress also, problems and challenges and परेशानीज as well. तो आप जितना लाइफ में आपके पास पैसा आता रहेगा ना, आप सोचोगे मेरे पास 100 करोड़ आ जाए मैं खुश हो जाऊं, पर 100 करोड़ के साथ ना 100 challenges, 100 problems, 100 issues भी आने वाले हैं. तो आपको ना हमेशा लाइफ में एक बैलेंस रखना चाहिए. मैं ये नहीं कह रही आप ज्यादा पैसे नहीं कमाओ. प्लीज एम फॉर 4,000, 10,000, 100,000 crores. But what I'm trying to say is always maintain a certain balance where you have enough to live a great life, but you don't have so much that it creates problems for you tomorrow and आपका इतना स्ट्रेस हो जाए कि आप कह रहे हो क्या आप enjoy ना कर पाओ अपनी लाइफ. So balance again in the kind of money you have is also very important. So end of the day, I hope they become good human beings and I think everything else is secondary.
I think it was lovely talking to you. I can go on and on, but I can also see आपका स्मार्टफोन बहुत बज रहा है and she has an event coming up जो आज रात को ही है. But I think we should have a second edition to this.
Absolutely.
I want to learn how you manage your finances, your mompreneur journey. But एक चीज आप अभी बता के जा सकते हो कि साल का कितना कमा लेते हो?
अगले एपिसोड में.